Another aspect of this is a couple of years ago there were Montagnard Indigenous people refugees who fled to Cambodia in order to escape what the Vietnamese government was doing to them. And they weren't even recognised as refugees by the UN system. So all of a sudden, when we're talking about REDD, it's as if Indigenous peoples' rights are going to be recognised. This is going to be a new system for recognising Indigenous peoples' rights. But I see absolutely no mechanism for this miraculously taking place. The huge risk is that it's going to be directly the opposite. This is going to be a massive land grab by states and corporations who are going to be taking over the forests in order to profit from them through REDD.
Perfect. Thank you.
Another aspect of this is, for example, in a country like Laos, the Lao government has over the past decade basically been carrying out a massive social engineering program where it's been relocating Indigenous peoples from the highlands in an attempt to stop them carrying out shifting cultivation. And it's been moving them down from the mountains and resettling them into permanent villages. And for the Indigenous people, this has been an absolute disaster. They basically have their entire livelihoods are gone, and they simply cannot adapt to this new way of life. And there's lots of reports and stories about how the older generation just cannot cope and they're just dying. And they're not dying of old age, they're dying because their entire culture, their entire livelihoods have basically just been wiped out. And now GTZ is going to be investing $6 million into a REDD program in Laos. And the risk here is that this is going to support the state and not support the Indigenous peoples in Laos.